you've probably seen several of these words before. Je m'appelle, I myself call. Tu t'appelles, you yourself call. Il s'appelle, he himself calls. And elle s'appelle, she herself calls. So right off the bat, you know je means I, tu means you, il, he, elle, she. We use this all the time. Put an E on it. You get one, and that's what it means in French. One. And qui. Qui means who. Qui. So you can think of this as if somebody is knocking at your door, it's because they don't have a key. And the first thing you're going to say to them is, who is it? So qui, Q-U-I, is who. Do not confuse this with O-U-I, which is we. O-U-I. And this means yes. Yes and who are not the same word, but the only difference is this little part that makes that a Q and not an O. So be very, very careful with that one. Now, tu, you, can be said another way in French. Vous. So tu and vous both mean you. So how do you know which one to use? It's very simple. You'll notice on this side, every single one of these ends in an S. And just like in English, if something ends in an S, it's plural. So these are plural, and these are singular. So you have singular and plural. Okay? Now, this also means you, vous. This means you. So how do you figure out the difference? It's kind of there's a trick to it. If you will think of this you as being you, something you might text to somebody or put in an email, something on Facebook, very informal. It's going to be somebody that you know pretty well. It's going to be only one person, and you're going to be very much on a first name basis with this person. Okay? This is not informal. This is formal. This is like, hello, how are you doing today? I'm fine, thank you so very much for asking. That is very different than, hey man, what's up? Okay? Totally different. And you can also look at it like this. If you were to draw a line right here, you would end up with a formal U, the Y-O-U word. Put an S on it, you get it plural as well. So this means you, formal and or plural. So you can think of it as you, or in the South, y'all. Very, very helpful. Okay, this is informal, like your best friend, your little brother, your mom, your dad, people that you are close with. This is going to be somebody more like your boss, your teacher, a distant relative, somebody, not somebody that would be younger than you or you'd be like a hey man, okay? Very different. So if these mean you, and this is the plural of you, then the plural of I would be what? If I'm going to the store and somebody else is going to the store, we are going to the store. So nous means we. Okay, let's look at this. If il means he and he, they are going to the store. They. But this they is going to be masculine, just a bunch of guys, okay? Well, if elle means she and she are going to the store, who's going to the store? They are. But this is only a group of girls. Feminine, okay? Masculine, feminine. What if you have a group of guys and girls? Okay? If you have a group that is guys and girls, you're going to use ils. So this is they masculine and they masculine and feminine. Okay? This only refers to a group of girls. This only refers to a group of guys or a group of guys and girls. Okay? The French tend to be a little stickler for gender, and it goes all the way back, and we will get to that in a little bit. So masculine, feminine. So let's go through these again. Je, tu, you. And you can think of it, if tu, it almost looks like a U and it's really informal. Tu, hey man. Tu. Il, elle, on, qui, nous, vous, ils, guys and girls, or just guys, elles. Now, you actually do not pronounce the S on these unless the next word begins with a vowel. However, for teaching purposes, you will usually hear me pronounce the S because it just helps clarify a lot when we're going through this. But this is il, and this is il. This is elle, this is elle. So you actually end up having to pay attention to other parts of the sentence to figure out whether they're talking about a singular group, a singular person, or a group of people. These are your personal pronouns, subject pronouns. You will start sentences off. This is when you're the person that you are talking about. Je m'appelle. I call myself. Okay? So that is the subject of the sentence. Subject pronouns. You will see the subject pronouns set up in this format, in this chart type thing. And you will continue to see that throughout your study of French. There's a reason for it, and it is for the verb conjugation, which is the next lesson.